What is up, everybody? Shawn D Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great weekend. We are here to talk about episode 2 of Starfleet Academy. Before we jump into it, if you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification button to stay up to date on all things related here on the Nerd Talk channel. You get down below, you can also find links to my other content, such as my gaming channel, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, the Nerd Talk podcast, and my Patreon. Later today, or earlier today, depending on when you're watching this, we are watching episode 2 of Vandred, which is an anime series I used to watch as a kid. So that is something you enjoy. Check it out. But other than that, let's jump into episode 2, beta test of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. So episode 2. So if you watched my episode 1 review on Friday, I talked about how I was not really impressed with episode 1. So it felt like the villain, Barack, is just too cartoonish. The interaction he had with Captain Nala just felt very much cartoonish, and it was just like I don't really care for this. Episode 2, the cadets are finally on campus. They're on Earth in San Francisco, and this is we get to see an opening of them going to classes. They got xenobiology, um, and then I forgot exactly what the class was, but Reno was teaching it, and she kind of had to put Caleb in his place because he likes to think he is the smartest person in the room. Um, you also have people who are kind of like starting to be mean to Sam. Just overall, it's just your typical high school, college, whatever kind of stuff. But the main focus of the episode is Betazoid, Beta Z, or no, Betazoid. It is Betazoid. Why was I thinking Betazoid? Anyway, besides that, has to do with the Betazoids. So one of the things that they're trying to do is bring the Betazoids back into the fold. Now, obviously, the Betazoid was a very prominent member of the Federation throughout the years. You know, Next Generation, Voyager, yada. But after the events of the burn, they shielded themselves off behind the wall. Nobody in, nobody out. But the youth delegation of the planet, or of the system in general, wanted to reach out and look to potentially rejoin Starfleet. Starfleet takes this as an opportunity to bring them back into the fold. Not only that, but additional worlds, 20, 30, 40 different worlds potentially coming back into the fold of Starfleet as well. So this is a big opportunity for the Federation and Starfleet Academy. So you so you have the delegation that they show up, and one of the things we also get members of the War College as well, kind of the people who were in charge for the throughout the absence of Starfleet, because they went from learning about different species to defending themselves against other species. Side note, we do get to see a Vulcan, but the episode was, again, it's just giving that high school vibe, and I don't really care for it. There was some stuff also did not care for. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There was like some dialogue here, and I was just like, Jesus Christ! It's like it's very it's very progressive with some of the language. Let me see if I can try to find it real quick. But we see them just going through classes and stuff like that, and let's see what we got. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. I gotta find it real quick. I just did not. It was just a stupid dialogue. I think it was. It was also they also like going into like they're all getting roommates and stuff like that. It was pretty obvious that Caleb and Darum were gonna get room together, so that was pretty obvious. Here we go. I think this is part of it. Hopefully I can just do this without having to worry about all right, let's see. So it was
his ass kicked his whole life. I think I'm gonna treat him like somebody
oh
who actually does what
no.
they say. Ooh. Activist.
Yes, this was okay. So the Betazoids are bringing so the Betazoids are bringing in their youth delegation. They're the ones that are currently pressuring the government or the leaders to,
They're the ones that pressure
you
their
know,
government to
enter negotiations with Starfleet. And I did not like this line, so she's like, "Oh, activism, love it." Don't really care for that. Don't really care for that. And it's just a hassle. There was something else she said. There was something else she said that I did not enjoy. Oh, here we can see. It might be one.
You've asked to host the Betazoid negotiations so you can bring children. Clearly, I've misheard.
Ah, but you did not. It's an opportunity to teach our cadets conflict resolution firsthand, and for them to learn from their Beta Z peers that advocating for social change matters.
How romantic.
Your cynicism's pretty adorable. If you want to talk about the good old days, I have more of them than you. We had to abandon Beta Z, the planetary system, and stay behind it for over. They're saying, let's rejoin the Federation.
Oh, I
we
think
can't ever communicate behind that wall. And then other systems joined this big swath of cut off space.
I can't remember exactly where it was, but there was some other dialogue that I just didn't really care for as well. So basically, this episode serves one, getting Beta Z back into the fold. Two, introducing us to a new character, which is what was her name? I have it here. Zoe Steiner, who is playing Tarim Sadal, who is the daughter of the leader of Beta Z. Let me see what she's been in. Let's see. So she has been in, obviously, Starfleet Academy, in Halves, never seen it. Significant Others, haven't seen it. I Like You, haven't seen it. See no Saturn Bloom, haven't seen it. Don't know what any of that is. So she is a relatively new actress to me. And for the most, I think she did fine. I think she did fine for the role. Nothing really like too dramatic or anything like that. The episode mainly focuses around Caleb and Tarim, and building their relationship and stuff like that, because conversations do get kind of hostile, because not really hostile, but Beta Z wants 10 Federation ships stationed at all time within like 5 light years of the planet at all times to deter, enemies. What was the name of the group? Varys Tall, I think. Varinavalt, whatever the bad guy's name is. I don't even remember the bad guy's name, but just to like deter them and stuff like that. But it's the episode is just mainly, it's like basically a love story. It's like you're doing Romeo and Juliet or something like that. That's what this really what this feels like, because we see Caleb getting ready to try to ditch, which is weird because he got the option of either leaving or staying at Starfleet and Nala helping him find his mother. Well, here he is in episode 2, already trying several times to hack systems. You see him about to try to hop the gate after overloading a hologram. And that's when he meets Tarim, who just happens because she wants to see whales. She wants to see the humpback whales. Obviously, this is a character who has been behind closed doors. She's not, I guess it's basically like a homeschool kid. How they perceive the outside world is differently compared to those who have already been a part of that outside world. Because homeschool kids are usually socially awkward and stuff like that. You kind of get that vibe here a little bit. And so they start to bond, you know, Caleb and Tarim. Then it gets a little heated up because, you know, they're about to kiss, and it's pretty cool. Like I don't think it was I think it was a terrarium. I think that's what they called it. But you see a humpback whale. It was a very bad looking humpback whale. I thought you could have done better, but you know, they're about to kiss, to get found out, and it's just because part of it is Caleb's kind of being selfish in this episode because inadvertently or not, he learns that his mom, because this was one of the things I said. I paused it before to see what happened because the planet he's looking for, Galos 5, is not popping up anywhere in Starfleet's records or star maps or whatever. It's not popping up. And so keep in mind, Beta Z is situated behind a wall. So I paused and I was like, you know what? I bet the planet is behind a wall or cloaked or something like that. Basically, kind of like think of Star Wars Attack of the Clones, where Dooku is the one who deleted Kamino from the Jedi archives. I was like, okay, this is probably the case on why they can't find it. Lo and behold, Tarim, you know, gives access to Beta Z's star charts and everything like that, and they're able to find it. It's like, oh, okay. But that leads to an issue because she feels as if, later in the episode, she feels as if he's only using her to get Beta Z to lower their walls. And like, she thought he was beginning to like her and stuff like that. And he's like, I only known you for 5 minutes, and I wasn't about to tell you everything about my mother, my traumatic experience. It's all so high school drama based, and it's just kind of like, I don't really care. I really don't. It's just, I mean, that's just me. I just don't really care for it. But ultimately, the episode basically ends with, instead of putting the council in Paris, like I guess it has been for generations, they're going to place it on Beta Z, which means Starfleet, the Federation, is going to have a equally investment in the protection of Beta Z. Everybody agrees. Wonderful. Everybody, yeah, wonderful. Everybody agrees on it. So Tarim's brother joins Starfleet, ends up rooming with Darum and Caleb. Meanwhile, Tarim goes to the War College. Curious on why that is. So I'd be interested to see on how that plays out in later episodes in season 1. But it's just, again, overall, I'm just like, okay, you know, there's just nothing about it that I'm finding all that interesting, other than it's just a high school show with a lot of progressive elements into it, and it is very much in it. And so, I mean, we'll see how maybe the show gets better. I don't think so from the first 2 episodes that I've seen, but I could be wrong. So obviously we're gonna just watch these week by week. I kind of hate when they shows do this, where they drop 2 episodes on the same day of the show's release. Kind of really hate that because I don't know, I just hate it. But other than that, that's relatively it. I just wanted to do a quick little review of season 1, episode 2, beta test of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I very much want to hear what you guys think. Are you guys enjoying it so far for these first 2 episodes, or are you just waiting to see more? And like I say, you can check out the rest of the Nerd Talk channel for more fun nerd topics. You can check out my gaming channel, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, down in the description below. Other than that, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Y'all have a good one.